up so that I've got my dashboard in front of me, and I understand that I'm quite audible, but I'll just adjust my microphone accordingly. There we go. So get Twitch set up. And we're live. So picking up where we left off, I think we just started the Cloakwood. We had indeed just started the Cloakwood. And we'll just adjust microphone positioning again. That's a little more comfortable. I have a different setup when I'm streaming to when I'm recording for the YouTube channel, so...
If you want...
Oh, and that's right, I've got a different party formation. A different party because this is a different game to what I spent hours recording last night. I always get this and Icewind Dale mixed up. So Tibber.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Please let me speak before you attack.
Hello, travellers. I'm Tibber. Could I take up some of your time? I'd be very grateful if you would just if you would just help me. What is it that troubles you? Bearing in mind that we are an evil party, but I don't want to go straight into murdering an innocent person. Let's hear him out and then we'll gut him. Thank you. Thank you. It's my brother, you see. He and I went into the Cloakwood to clear the woods of the spider colony that infests it. I know it sounds foolish, but my brother had found the sword Spider's Bane. The sword was created to kill spiders, and we thought we could become famous, the heroes of Cloakwood and all that. But my brother hasn't returned yet, and it's been more than a week. Please, if you could go into the woods and find him for me, my mother would be so shattered if Shellac were to be dead. Don't have the time or the inclination, but we're going to find him anyway. This bugs me that we can't adjust this window. We'll find him. We're being nice because I think there's a reward. The brother's dead. Spoiler alert. Right, Imoen. Yep, that's why you're in front.
You're a queer fellow. I'm gone.
We're all if you want.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Okay.
This will not be a quick death.
Let them catch up to us. Bearing in mind that I don't have access to 7th level spells in this party to make life a lot easier.
This will not be a quick death.
Oh dear.
Beat her
I actually care about poison. So we've got slow poison.
Life is a
Okay.
point.
Well, so far we've made it without needing to buff. But we are going to be moving very slowly. What we're looking for is around here. But we're going to loop around because there are eticaps and spiders that are worth the experience. There are also a buttload of traps. And they're not just like fireballs, but they're really annoying bloody web traps. And just like any self-respecting RPG, we don't get the thing that makes us immune to those traps, or at least makes one of our party members immune to those traps until after we've cleared the main threat in the area. Oh, we've got a gem. I'll take it. While we're here, I'm actually just going to quickly check my stream health. Bring Twitch up on the desktop. Just to make sure that things are going okay. Stream health, excellent. That's what I want to see. Okay. Only because the weather is very poor here at the moment and the internet has fluctuated. Unfortunately, I live on an island where... Oh, hello. A scimitar and a ring. I don't remember these in the base game. Unfortunately, I live on an island where it can be hit and miss. Rashad's Talon +2. If only we didn't already have a pair of +3 scimitars. Grove, what's this? The Iron Thorn. Wow. That sucks such a fat bag of dicks. I wonder if that's even going to be worth anything. I love that it's even got the aesthetic of a ring from the second game that is utterly worthless. And of course we've got our +2 scimitar that is... well, we can't even use that. Right, well. Icing Death, and Twinkle. So I've got a Frostbrand scimitar called Frostbrand in Icewind Dale too. I don't mind the crossovers. I think the crossovers, the references like that, the little nods between the games, make a lot more sense than the random cameos. Well, I'm glad we detoured down there, even if it was ultimately pointless. Hey, Marble Fruit. We've only just started. We found a ring of butt, pain, and sadness, and a sword of almost as good as Drizzt, but not quite by one. Oh, and we killed some spiders. That's about it. How are you hanging? Oh, spider. Imoen, do you still have more arrows? You have more arrows. Why are you moving in close quarters anyway?
Quest is vain. We're all doomed.
Save because we killed a thing. But pain and sadness. Oh dear. Night on the curry, perhaps? I'm positive there are traps around here.
Yep.
I'm just going to send Imoen.
Life is so hollow.
I care not.
Oh, it's a sword spider. We actually need to care about
What
that.
is it this time?
Hey, Sundiv, how are you?
How may I be of assistance?
Our quest is vain.
This will not be a quick death.
Oh, Nira leveled. That's a nice surprise. That's right, but everyone was close to leveling at the end of the last stream, weren't they? Let's see. Anyone else go up then? Just Nira? Yeah, just Nira. I am well, thank you. I'm just getting in a quick stream for an hour and a half or so until the better half gets home from work. So give me new spells. Level 1 we're going to take. Disposed to look at sleep. I'm gonna ponder that. And she has level 3. AoE's for the win. We've already got magic missiles. Niles Reckless Dweoma. What the hell does that do? Wild Mage's Last Resort. A sudden flood of wild magical energy. Usually fails, but something always occurs. The level is added to the dice roll if the result indicates success. I'm almost curious about this. Not quite, but almost. We're going to go with... You know what? I'm curious. We may use it once, immediately regret the decision, and drop it. But hey, you never know. What's... You had one job, Imoen. Job, Lord. Okay, well that's where we wanted to be. Oh, I said it was over there. Oh, never mind.
Darkness prevail.
You stand back and watch.
No, even Viconia couldn't resist that one.
Night Singer, give
I'm
me
just glad he didn't put the ring on. I'm only holding on to it in the off chance it's worth more than 1 gold piece. It's going to be the first thing we dump if we need space, though.
whatever.
I keep meaning to rip a better image for Rove as well. I look at that and I think Edwin every time.
You're a queer fellow.
Oh, this is going to take a
Is
while.
so hollow.
So we've got 2 AoEs with Nira. Oh, we can't even look at Rove's mage book, seriously?
What you want? This
There
way.
we go.
Our quest is vain.
What is it this time?
And you got fireballs. Well, then we're going to rest. Have we used up all of our... That's what I thought. For some reason, I was recording Icewind Dale yesterday, and I had extra spell slots that I hadn't used up, and I couldn't for the life of me work out why they were empty. It turned out that that mage had died in the previous episode, and I rezzed him, and I hadn't reassigned his spells once I'd put on his spell increasing items. But I thought I'd have a look anyway and see if I'd similarly brain farted on this one. Have we got any other levels that we haven't claimed? No, just that those 2 first level spells. Well, let's see. Chromatic Orb is becoming more and more useful with the levels, and I can't help it. I love Magic Missile. We've already got 1 round of sleep. I don't need more than that. I'm gonna rest. No giant spiders. Kind of disappointed.
We're all doomed.
Okay.
If you want.
Actually,
If you want.
before we do anything in...
Uh-huh.
Life
Okay.
is so hollow.
Yep.
I'm glad that she's at least swapped to the right sword. To the right weapon. She took a number of hits then, and didn't get
What is it
poisoned.
this time?
I'm pleasantly surprised by
The
this.
majesty of the forest makes me feel
Also, Zan leveled.
significant.
Huzzah. Let's see what you get. 1st and 3rd level spells. I'll take it. So, you now have... You've got protection from evil. You've got armor. I'm gonna go to Larlock's for healing purposes. 3rd level, you've only got flame arrow. But I'm glad I got you in flame arrow now. Did I rest twice without realizing it? Whoops. Might as well use these. I certainly won't be using them mid-combat.
We're all doomed.
Okay, so Nira. Chaos Shield.
Darkness.
Bless.
Life is so hollow.
Blur. Shield. Wow, level increased by 3. You watch, I'll be like, now that we've buffed, I just need to rest. Resist fear, not that we're going to need it in there.
Give me power.
Chant.
Uh-huh.
How may I be of assistance?
We don't have any other buffs from these
What is
2,
it
do
this
we?
time?
Nope.
Speak and be gone.
We're all doomed. Life
For now.
is so hollow. Our quest is vain.
Oza?
And I reckon that's it.
We're all doomed.
Okay.
What is the
In we
point?
go. And
What is
AoEs
it this
play.
time?
It's all of the AoEs. I know, right? He's distressingly cute.
You
No,
rang?
they all are, but he's at that age where the world is an adventure and he's able to communicate that with you, and it's just such a beautiful thing. It's great being able to send the spiders to their deaths. It's great being able to include them like that. I was contemplating that earlier in the day, actually. That,
Life is so
you know, it's
hollow.
like the mother of all family videos, really, getting to
Our quest is vain.
record Let's Plays with them. There are videos up there as well playing Commander Keen with my biological son. What else have we got? I doubt Sleep's gonna work. What else have we got? Minecraft. There are a few episodes of Minecraft and an episode of Legend of Grimrock with my daughter.
This will not be a quick
Darkness.
death.
I have a feeling that that was a bad
We're
move.
all doomed.
Let's see, get rid of her. No one else is casting spells.
My blade will cut you down to size.
That Sentiol dead.
Life is
And I reckon we got this. That being said, the stream that didn't get preserved for posterity because I didn't realize you had to tell Twitch to save VODs. There was much salt in that one. Much salt. Of course you're
My
poisoned.
death, give me power.
our quest is vain.
Got a ring. Yay. Okay. Well, just wait for the dramatic music to stop so that we're allowed to save.
Whatever.
Now I don't know if this was just me remembering an old version, but I could have sworn that there were some of these that had lootables in them as well. And I'm disappointed every time I play this that they're not still there. There's Spider's Bane, there's a Wand of Ice, Ring of Folly, a ring that's actually worth something, and a corpse. Because, you know, we can't have one stream without picking up a corpse. Don't know why I gave that to the dumbest member of the party to identify. Spider's Bane, it's a +2 two-hander. Don't know why I thought that was a +3 two-hander. Do I have a +2 two-hander? So he's got a +1 that becomes a +2. Or he just get a +2 that gives him free action as well. Seems like a bit of a no-brainer to me. Now, Imoen. Okay, you've got Twinkle, not, for some reason I thought you were using a bastard sword, even though you're a thief. Okay, we know what this is, it's a Ring of Folly, and it's gonna be worth more if we don't identify it, so we'll just put that one there. Now, where's our gem bag? Corpse to Dawn, and Wand of Ice. Wand of Frost, sorry, for the purists out there. Okay, we'll use up the one that's got fewer charges to begin with. That potion can go in there. Quick save. Now we can't rest in here. Randomizer.
Whatever.
No, I mean, like you've got that patch there. I'm sure there were compartments in the web itself
What
too.
is the point?
I may be completely off the mark. I could have hallucinated all of that.
If you
In fact, I probably
want.
did because, well, me. We're going to rest. And I'm going to have a sip of my coffee while it's still remotely warm. Oh. Oh, bugs.
Cut you down to size.
One
My blade will cut you down to size.
and a 2 and a 3.
Flaming. Or possibly frosty. Death.
And we'll quick. Oh, back. Of course. Emma, when you suck and I hate you.
Try to keep up.
Bloody hell.
What is it this time?
Thank God we got that. I don't care if anyone gets hurt by this one.
Flaming. Or possibly frosty. Death.
Yep,
We're all
you
doomed.
deserved it, Emoen. That said, if we lose near a 2, then we're going to reload.
Life is so
Nope, we lost Nero. I get to reload. Pretty much.
if you want.
I never cease to be amazed by Rove's continued longevity. Now, we're going to send
I've
the
done had
disposable
enough of this.
one. You've maxed your finding traps too, so I'm kind of irritated by that. going to sit here and we're going to stare at this until she finds it. Come on, Imon. Come on. Come on. Sigh.
We're all doomed.
My blade will cut you down to size. What you want?
Life is so hollow. Whatever.
Yep. I'm gone.
Let's try this again. We'll save since we got some experience there too. I'm pretty sure it's around here. Oh, it's there. Never mind me.
Our quest is vain.
I care not.
We're all doomed.
And some gold for our trouble.
Whatever.
Take out those other two spiders, or... Nope. Is there another Ettercap here still? There are a couple.
This will not
There
be
are
a
several.
quick death.
Okay,
How may I be of
Rogue.
assistance?
Fireball, please.
It shall be as you wish.
Life is so hollow.
This will not be a quick death.
Yeah, I'm worried about that too.
Our
Well, we
quest
could
is
be
all
without Viconia.
Night Singer, give me power.
Do we have another antidote? No, we don't. Huh. Well, Viconia. Yeah. Seems you're fucked, love.
Life, if
Oh
you want.
no.
This will not be a quick death.
Ah, we'll load. We'll load.
Whatever.
We're loading because I don't feel like hauling ass back to a temple to resurrect her. Insert expletive posterior. As it is, I should have learnt my lesson and I should be travelling through the Cloakwood with some antidotes.
Jacques,
Okay, should be able to at least unfuck Zan.
My wounds, but we're all doomed.
The Sculler Potion then. Oh, of course it's auto-pausing for him because of the damage he's taking. And I'm unpausing it, trying to pause it to heal him.
How may I be of
And it's just a comedy of errors.
Uh-huh.
So we're going to throw caution into the wind and Nira's going to cast some death magic. And you're going to stay away from the poisonous things that want to eat you. Until now. We're all going to back up.
this time? It shall be as you wish.
That's more like it.
We're all doomed.
Where's Nira?
What is it this time?
Nira. Skull trap, please.
Life is... What is the point? Our quest
No,
is
we missed that
vain.
one.
I shall attend to it if it comes.
How are we looking? I will get there. Safana? I don't recall Safana.
You rang?
Is she new? Because if there's an alternative to Imoen, I'm all for it.
How may I be of assistance?
It's going to wreck continuity when I eventually play Baldur's Gate 2, but I plan on stabbing the fuck out of Imoen once we can. Grease, that'll sell to someone, I'm sure.
We're all doomed. What is the point?
Quick save, and apparently... Oh, we must have already looted that stuff. Well, let's get this corpse to his brother. I'm sure their family needs to eat too. Oh, Imoen, well done. You know that you're on the chopping block, don't you?
I've done had enough of
Light,
this.
if you want.
Nothing boosts someone's workplace performance like the threat of imminent firing.
Onward, Timothy.
Yes, Stan, it helps if you actually swing that sword at them.
Give me
It's kind of what it's there for. Also, we don't have any healing magic, so it's all down to Zan to actually simply not take... Oh, yes, yes, yes.
shall caress.
So it turns out that we do in fact have a slow poison.
We're all doomed. What's the point?
Well done, guys. You managed to not die. Ah. Ask for some help with a robbery. Is that the one I killed on the bridge?
Excuse me. Please let me speak before you attack.
Chellac. Oh, Chellac. However will I tell my mother? I was so stupid. I should have stopped this stupid idea. Such a waste. Such a waste. You can keep the damn sword. It's more of a curse than anything else. I thank you for bringing my brother's body. There was little you could have done. Well, we could have turned him into a puppet. You know, had him dancing around the Cloakwood for a while, you know, with our powerful magic users and all. Or our cleric could have rezzed him, or we could have taken him to a temple, but apparently we can't resurrect him. Okay, now because of my deep-seated love of the arachnids, we're going to GTFO. We're going to pick the wyverns. The wyverns are looking pretty good after this part of the forest. Hey Gamer Darius, how are you doing? Well,
Uh-huh, I'll do it.
Life. What is the point?
good morning. It's 10 past 8 in the evening here. Going to find the first available transition. I love how Imoen's suddenly not fucking everything up.
Not be a quick death.
What?
Oh dear. I got nothing. Ah, that's right. Yes, she indicated her willingness to attend to certain desires of party members. Certainly not Marble.
We're all doomed.
What is it this time?
Oh, that's right. She's our only healer. Well, it's up to you guys to keep Imoen from dying while she's poisoned.
I feel so cold. I feel so... I cannot.
Doesn't look good.
I feel so cold.
Elsa?
Nah. Oh well.
What is the point?
My sympathy is limited. So it's around here. Yep, there.
You're a queer
Sailboat,
fellow.
and disarm it.
We're all doomed.
What you want?
No, Marble. The NPC's interaction clearly indicated very free and very voluntary consent, so
Life is so hollow. If you want.
for reasons I will not go into, those jokes are simply not made in this household. They are not funny, they will never be funny.
Possibly frosty. Death.
Also, these spiders are irritating. Guys, will you pick a target already? We need to rest, otherwise this poison thing is going to be the death of us, quite literally.
We're all do whatever.
You're a queer fellow.
Jean Calais?
So... we don't need to buff, we just need to spam fireballs. One at a time. Okay, now that we know roughly where they are, put a fireball there, please, and a skull trap.
Our quest is what is the point?
Okay.
I'm gone.
We're all do if you want.
This will not
I have mixed feelings about the... Oh, thank God they at
If
least...
you want.
Look, we'll have to rest and hope that... Oh, the skull trap hasn't gone anywhere.
I care not.
Can we summon skeletons? Yes, we can. That'll do it. Yep.
Our quest if you want.
Zan is perfect. I wish that Zan could be the NPC, sorry, be the PC sometimes. Of course he's the NPC, he's the only NPC. Oh my god. It's late in the day here. More bloody spiders. I think we needed to actually go up there. Yeah, we did, we needed to be going north here, because I'm an idiot. No? No, north was the next, was the one after that. Huh. Oh, these guys won't be much of a challenge. Ah, cat ownership. Yeah, I quite enjoyed what I was able to get at the stream, Darius, but I was watching on Twitch, and unfortunately the performance on Twitch was not ideal. I was getting maybe 3 frames and then a minute of still, and then another three frames, and... sorry that it was a better performance on YouTube. I should have just tuned in there, but then I had to dive into recording, otherwise everyone on Discord would have never let me hear the end of, you know, not meeting the goals I set for myself there. Have you tried just keeping a spray bottle near the bed?
You're a queer fellow.
I think I remember Ghost mentioning that he does something similar. Well, it might have been dealing with a neighbor's cat in, thinking his Minecraft Let's Play. My god.
My blade will cut you down to size.
I have very mixed feelings about the encounters in this forest.
Cut you down to size.
I am begrudgingly accepting the gift of experience. So it was north. Because that's clearly north. Game.
If you want.
Uh-huh. Bear!
Flaming.
Delicious bear!
Possibly frosty. Death. What you want?
Which of course makes a beeline for Imoen.
Life, what is the point?
Eldoth, you're an NPC we can take, are you not?
Gentlemen, gentlewomen, may I introduce myself? I am Eldoth Kron.
It is a surprise to find such beautiful people wandering these woods. All of you look rather weary, down on your times I might say. Why don't we all rest and I'll treat you to some refreshments, perhaps some Bedruscan amber wine. Yeah, we don't have time to drink with strangers. I apologize for offering my hospitality. Yeah, insult is why I don't trust NPCs. I'm not going to knife him, but we will try pickpocketing him because Icewind Dale has taught me whole new appreciation for picking pockets. We're also going to spam the load key.
I've done.
Like locks, we give it 5 cracks.
I've.
Nope. Okay, well then we shall move on. Now the traps aren't so thick here at least. A squirrel. A solitary experience point in disguise. And apparently I need to know that I have a tweet. Oh, thank you, Darius. I appreciate the retweet. Well, there's not much that we can really... Oh, we got a bear. It's spawning neutral NPCs as well as evil. Sorry, as well as hostile, not evil. I love the squeaking. Come here, bear. We just want to patch you with our swords. Right, well. I think we all knew how this was going to end in the end. Some gold, a scimitar that we're not even going to bother picking up. I was thinking, oh, we might need him for something later on, but he's an NPC that we may or may not have ever wanted to roll with in another life, but aside from Imoen, who may or may not be facing redundancy, I'm kind of satisfied with where we are.
Good for you to watch your actions while in this world.
That's basically all Imoen is right now, is a container. You there, I command you to stop so that I may parley with you a moment. What is it you want with us? My name is Laskell and I am the proprietor. I am the protector of I'm the proprietor of this forest. I'm the protector of the Cloakwood. I would ask you a question before I take my leave of you. I have a message for those that serve the Iron Throne. Would you be a representative of that organization? No. Fuck them. An enemy of an enemy is a friend. My earlier question was just a test. I am glad to know that you also oppose this organization. They have been a blight on these woods ever since they reopened the ancient dwarven iron mine. Well, I am glad to know you take this and hopefully it will aid you against the Iron Throne. The Iron Throne's fort is located to the east, on the other side of a boatload of wyverns. Also known as Flying Nope. So we've got a potion of invulnerability, which is what I'm fairly sure he gave us. And Stone Skin that I'm just, for some reason, not yet teaching Grove, even though, well, it's not going anywhere else. I think I just need to find a second scroll to keep it fair. So we've got one more of the Cloakwood and then we've got the mines there. So this bit we've got a taste of wyverns, we've got baby wyverns coming up. More squirrels.
You're a queer fellow.
Life is so. If you want.
Love it.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
Take not another step. I would know your purpose in this wood. Tell me true, lest you feed the trees from below. Let's see. I go where I wish. Your contempt of me is just a reflection of your contempt of nature. You and the others that dare to mine within these woods shall fall before the wrath of the Shadow Druids. Firstly, sweet, they're the evil ones anyway, we need to knife them. Secondly, I forget where I was going with that, so we're going to pretend that I didn't have a second point. We're going to stab this guy in the face meats. Thirdly, we're doing our bit for the environment by feeding them his delightful biomatter, I suppose. He'll compost. Hello, Faldorn.
I am Baldur.
Evil men have been defiling the woodlands with smoke and waste, all in a futile quest for the metal iron. Would you join me in my task? I will destroy these men of the Iron Throne. Come with me, they dwell to the east within a fort. No, we're going to kill them, but I couldn't care less about you. You're a druid, I get this. I get that you're a powerful NPC, and I get that the internet is going to be salty over my next choice of action. My care cup, and you need to realize this, my care cup is completely fucking empty. And we've got a cave. No, we've got a tree house. A very literal tree house. This isn't what I was expecting. We'll zoom in a bit so that we can all see. Texture gap. So, Imoen. Is that one locked as well? No. Antidote. We could have used you about 10 minutes ago. And some gold.
Our quest, if you want.
Upstairs.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Who dares presume to trespass upon nature's territory whilst a Shadow Archdruid looks on? Who could be so hungry for death? More of Senior's walking pawns, no doubt. How can he be one of the three with his pacifist attitudes? It's beyond logic. The fuck's an Archdruid? No. I go where I wish, you can't stop me. You have the gall of one with no respect for the wild areas. You will learn the proper response when confronted by a Shadow Druid. Fear and obedience.
We're all doomed.
That's the appropriate response to Rove.
How may I be of assistance?
Magic.
Uh-huh.
Magic.
Life is so.
Whatever that was, I don't want it. We want that one.
Eat flaming!
I assume that that's glitter dust. Spell failure. So possibly miscast magic. I'm intrigued. Everybody do the flop. That was well timed. Okay, getting a little worried for my spellcasters now.
What is it this time?
We're just going to drink a potion here. Yeah, we're fabulous now. Roven Zan's fabulous journey. This spell hangs on. That was
We're all doomed.
perhaps closer than I would have liked. Nope, nothing
Life?
requires her.
What is the point?
+1 bullets. Well, that was experience points, I suppose. At least he doesn't need to... I can't believe he needs to scroll to identify what's probably a +1 club. Oh, +2. Play baseball with this. We'll give it to Dawn because it weighs a thing. And we've got a potion that will go in our potion bag and probably not be remembered until we're dying horribly. And it's then, you know, usually it's Ghost who's like, "Hey, don't forget you've got this completely game-changing item right there." And then I managed to not die. Caffeine is life. In fact, I'm gonna have some more of mine right now. There we go. So, quick save. Yeah, they rehearse it. They sit there at night rehearsing their You know, they get noise complaints, but they don't care because they're evil and they go downstairs and shiv the neighbors.
Don't mess with nature, or it'll mess with you.
If you've the audacity of an ogre mage the way you strut through this wood, well, you'll not get much further than this if your purpose here does not counter the damage you might do to nature. Who do you claim to be and why should I let you pass? I claim to be someone you should not bother. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you. Contrariwise, I would love to have to hurt you. Your attitude only proves that you should not be allowed to proceed through this wood. Likewise, you should not be allowed to live lest you walk through some other wood in the future. Shadow druids such as me are the last line of defense and must protect nature against brutes like you. Well, you know what? The only response to this is fire.
Our quest is vain. We're all doomed. What is the point?
I'm gonna pretend that was fire that got him. Yeah, I don't know just how audible the slurps of my coffee mug are through the microphone. I'm sure it's less audible now than it was when I was using the headset. Let's see, another squirrel. Imoen, you know what to do.
Life is
Fuck you,
so-
nature.
Our quest is vain.
You're a queer fellow. I've done had enough of this.
We're all doomed. Whatever.
There's a whole point of experience. It seems just like it. Killing all of the things. It actually marked it as a treehouse. I love it. Well, what's this? It doesn't look like there's going to be anything down there, so I'm not going to stress too much about that. There is a cave here with some worthwhile experience in it. Oh, fantastic. I did look at OBS as I was starting it up, and I wondered whether or not I had adjusted anything for yesterday when I streamed some Doom with a friend. But as long as things are coming through fine and you can barely hear me over the game, that is terrific. That is exactly what we want. Peter of the North. Good name. Move along, friends. Nothing to see here. Just a humble woodsman doing a little spelunking. Oh, this is an odd place to meet a woodsman. Are you not afraid of those baby nopes behind you? Oh, you just don't know the subtleties of wood and wood-related activities. That's what she said. These creatures are docile, and it is worth the risk. Even in the darkest of caves can be a rewarding experience for the woodsman who knows how to handle himself. Why, subterranean trees can yield the best material for carving, ornamental things. Well, far be it for me to get between a man and his wood. Yeah, bullshit. Subterranean trees? Are you quite sure you know what you're talking about? Certainly I have given cause for you to doubt me. Of course not. Everything is just as it should be. There is nothing untoward about me or my wyvern. I mean, there is nothing untoward about these wyverns. Are you implying something? Do your actions not seem odd to you? Not at all. It is not uncommon for a woodsman to seek the comfort of natural caverns and... Oh, to blazes with it. I can tell by your questions that you suspect me of lying and I tire of this ruse. No, I am not a simple woodsman. I am training these beasts to serve as guards, and now that you have interrupted me, I shall never have them ready for the mine. Your presence has agitated them. They will be unmanageable for days now. Perhaps I can placate them with meat. Your meat. I'm sorry, my meat's spoken for, mate.
Life is
My blade will cut you down to size.
Let's see, how is he looking? Peter of the North is badly injured. So we'll probably direct some magic towards these wyvern. I don't suppose we can sleep them. Grab those. No, we didn't want the armor. Drop that, please. Nah.
our quest is vain.
That was optimism at its finest. One. Oh shit, he's poisoned. I completely overlooked that.
So hollow. Our quest, whatever.
There we go.
Whatever.
Okay. We'll just save our game and... Laconia, can you kindly heal the failboat?
Life is so hollow.
I don't know, Dar, those wings and the claws, just something about them.
Feet erect.
Night Singer.
What you
Our
want?
quest is vain.
Zan even took a stinger
We're
for the
all
team.
whatever.
All that for, yeah, literally just the experience points. Some +1 arrows, I think it was. Yeah, +1, and were they arrows of ice or biting? Ice.
Life, whatever.
And that's everything to care about in this part of the game. Oh,
Yep.
you poor squirrel.
Our quest, if you want.
I love the sinister music for the squirrel massacre. Yeah, I actually think we have to go all the way back here. Yeah. So, Dot's traveling across the landscape. Yep. You get him, Dots. I see that. You thought you could run. You thought you could run!
Possibly Frosty. Death!
Oh, maybe there's something up here. There's an experience point. Back we go. So how close are we to leveling? Iconia's the only one really close. I probably wouldn't even think about the others leveling anytime soon. What are we? Forward? Respectable level at least. Yeah, I'd be disappointed if Cure Light Wounds couldn't restore Rove's hit point. We don't want to attack them yet. We want to throw a fireball into that.
What is it this time?
We're all doomed.
Eat flaming! Or possibly Frosty. Death!
Come here, tasty bears. Is that a black bear or is that a... How about you actually bloody attack it? I'm gonna say Rove.
We're all doomed.
Yes?
Life is so hollow.
Get a Larlox just to try and get some hit points back into him.
Our quest is vain.
Oh, they're equally
We're
near
all
death.
doomed.
Dawn, what are you doing to that bear?
Onward to futility. Life is so hollow. Our quest is vain.
We're running out of ammo.
What is
There we
the
go.
point?
I won't turn down experience, so we'll spam the quick save though.
We're all doomed.
So how is that inventory looking? Put some more arrows up there. I missed my ammo belt. There we go.
Life is so hollow.
Oh, how about him?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Our quest,
Aw.
whatever.
This can be so stupid.
Rest. Quick save. No, we're probably gonna have to rest on the other side of this too. 16 hours, yeah, they'll be tired after that.
You have been waylaid.
Let's
by
give them a
enemies
right
and
thrashing.
must defend
Whatever.
We have been noped by nopes and are going to nope. Okay, quick save and a rest. Okay, this is Wyvern country.
If you want.
It doesn't really matter which direction we proceed in either. I don't remember there being much else. Oh, bandits apparently. Oh well. That won't be much of a threat. Oh, I wonder whether we should have buffed if only to keep the missing to a minimum. That's it, Zan, you blocked those swords with your face. I was being sarcastic, Zan. Fuck's sake, Zan.
I am a clear old. What is the
Oh dear. Siphon some health from them, please.
life is so hollow. Our quest is vain.
That'll do it.
If you want.
I want game. You can see where the game lagged there. Oh dear. Okay. So we're going to be a little more thorough exploring this bit because why not? This whole thing has gone a lot faster than I expected. I was only really setting myself the goal of finishing up to the mine entrance in this stream. And I reckon we're gonna have that quite easily at this rate. Yup. Actually, that reminds me, there's a book out there called Freakonomics, which examines the most dangerous job in the world and finds that it's a lumberjack. Finds that a lumberjack is more likely to be killed on the job than even a drug dealer. Absolutely fascinating read. I highly commend the book to anyone out there. It was by Stephen Levitt and Stephen Dubner. I think it was published in 2005. Absolutely riveting read. And what has she dropped? Nothing! But she held someone, so we're gonna sleep. Oh, we can't sleep. There, now we can sleep.
We're all doomed.
Quick save.
Oh, what is
Are
the
you calling
point?
Rover Hobo? Oh, yeah, Emo, yeah, okay. Times were tough for Imoen. I don't know why I keep checking my map. It's not like there is any more nothing here to explore than there was 3 seconds ago when I checked my map previously. Where my standards just lowering a little bit each time. I wonder what the druids would think of the lumberjacks. Okay, there is actually something down here which apparently I couldn't see by looking straight at it on the screen. I had to zoom out and see. Yeah. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Life, whatever.
Zan, just give yourself armor at least,
Our
please.
quest is vain.
Oh.
If you want.
It almost sounds like something that has actually transpired in one of your games, Darius. How close are we to the edge? We're actually close enough now that we could probably unlock the next area. We're not going to take it yet because I want the winged experience points, but we can unlock the next section. There we go.
If you want.
I'm kind of disappointed that it's not been a more difficult experience. I was kind of hoping for something more salt-inducing than we've had. That's the Wyvern's lair. We can take their heads to the temple outside of Beregost and we'll get about, I think it's $2,000 a piece. Which is nothing to sniff at, even if we are on 45 at the moment.
My blade will cut you down to
My turn to
size.
save the day.
Let's see.
We're all doomed. Life if you want.
Reasonable source of experience points. I don't remember ever seeing this bridge. I don't remember ever exploring this area enough to see this bridge. I'm glad we've explored. Yeah, Zan's a little less of a punching bag now that he's got armor up at least. Of course you're poisoned.
Our quest is vain.
Save me, Jean-Calais.
Oh my god. Oh dear. I think next time we get to an area transition, I'm gonna bite the bullet and I'm gonna go buy some antidotes. Oh, there's a spider there. Busy reading chat. Now, face spiders are worth a fair bit. Yeah, 1400 experience. Okay, well. Bearing in mind the encounter across that bridge, I think we're actually going to make the detour for some healing items now. And then we'll come back and we'll cleanse the other side of the bridge. Where is... I'm going to go here. There we go. Let's see. Friendly arm. I reckon is probably the best bet.
If you want.
I must rest.
I have not played a single wizardry game.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Certainly I shall collapse from exhaustion before I fall on the battlefield.
Yeah. I got
I grow
nothing.
torpid and require slumber.
Gather your party
I never promised competence. I stand by it.
If you want.
So can we rest or are we going to have to bring her up?
is open to all who behave themselves.
No, it really isn't worth resting there. Can we buy from him or do we have to... No, we've got to go and buy from What's-Her-Face. But we can get Dawn. We can offload the Mighty Oak, Rancor, Richard's Talon. That's at +2, so we'll offload those.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Exactly.
Whatever.
You are welcome here in Gile Glitter.
What sort of cures do you have available? I'm sure it was this, so I might be confusing this with Betrayal at Crondor, but there was a game where you could actually... Ouch. You could actually pickpocket from the store.
If you want.
It might have been Betrayal at Crondor now that I really think about it. Even Oblivion. I have a memory of one of these games having a buy and sell option and then a menu next to it where you could attempt to steal the item, and I was sure that this was it. Or maybe that was an earlier version of this and they removed that feature because I don't think anyone would have ever bothered to try and use it. So we'll just head back to the Cloakwood.
You have been waylaid.
Naturally.
What is the point?
Maybe they could just not go through that part. Obviously, it's the same part of the Cloakwood each time they're getting waylaid. Maybe they could go around that bit. Just saying. Of course we're back here.
If you want.
Makes sense, so if there's only the one path, you can steal from shops. Thank you, Hemi. Mildly surprised we haven't been ambushed by sword spiders yet. We'll clear this, then we've got that bit, and then that'll be happy. I'd like to get a little bit further. I'd like to clear the entrance to the camp above the mines, but I'm also mindful of the time. I've only got about 20 minutes left to work with. Let's just regroup on the other side of this, or back on this side of this. Better still.
Uh-huh.
Nearer, skull trap, please.
We're all doomed. What is the point?
You're this way.
Are they coming? Okay. Fine, we'll do it this way.
Be direct.
That's one way of going about it, I suppose. Little anticlimactic, not gonna lie. Has all the adventure of using the level 3 staircase to trap the butcher before just laying into him. But better part of valor and all that.
Night Singer.
Well, I guess we should do something about that.
Yep.
Probably gonna insta-jib Imoen.
I count this way.
Life, whatever. Our
Thank
quest
you.
is vain. What is the point?
I like the way it makes a little arrow. Consequence of failure, you need to check on shops in Baldur's Gate. I believe it was the rest of the game with I serve the flaming fist every time you go anywhere. As well as the inevitable minus 10 reputation when you gut said flaming fist representative. Okay. Done that. I believe that. Oh no, there's actually a fair bit to explore here. Oh no, wolves, whatever will we do? Oh wait,
We're
fireball.
all doomed. Whatever. Life is so hollow.
Zan, why are you engaging them without your armor up?
Stand back and watch this.
Magic missile.
We're all doomed.
Zan, get back in there and be useful.
Life is so hollow.
Yeah, that's a lot easier now.
Eat flaming, or possibly frosty death.
Well, that was the reference, was to Diablo 1 with that trick where you would, you'd catch him on the staircase so he couldn't chase you, and then you just lay into him with a short bow or something. That is something that I'll be streaming, actually. I've got a patch that makes it more compatible with all of the things. But because it's, the action RPG has the real grindy aspect to it, it's more suited to a stream than it is to a Let's Play. So I'm going to stream that when I finish with either this or with Memento Mori. Minecraft I don't see ever finishing because, well, for starters, Eye of Sauron. Secondly, I mean, Mr. 2 is what, 2? He's got many years of Minecraft enthusiasm ahead of him. So, we're gonna get to the entrance to this cave, we're gonna rest and we're gonna head in there. If we get this first try, then we might have a crack at that bandit camp, but I am thinking that I might call it a stream once we have finished this area.
Good on you if you save the day.
We end up with Baldur's Gate putting out a bounty on us anyway. Spoiler alert.
Ortha?
We're all doomed.
There we go. They've killed the baby huntsman.
Whatever.
Right,
Life
so
is so hollow.
buff the shit out of all of the things, please.
You rang?
Now I've got a craving for fish.
Vain.
Protection from evil on him. Blur.
Uh-huh.
Wrong one. We want chant.
We're all doomed.
Protection from evil on... What's that other one I did? Was that luck maybe?
Life is so
Or does he have a
hollow.
second protection from evil? Blur, chant, fear, armor. Oh, I got nothing.
Whatever. We're all doomed.
Right, so
Clear. What you want?
Ortha?
missile
What is it
weapons
this
to open
time?
this one.
What is it this time?
Our quest is vain.
Yes?
While our casters ply the vicinity with fireballs
You
and
rang?
skull traps.
Jalcales?
And hold is worthless here. We're going to try commanding a baby wyvern. Yep,
We're all
that went as well as we expected. Wow, Imowen has literally just brushed a wyvern and she is oh, she had them.
life. Our quest is
Yep.
vain.
Night Singer.
Be direct.
Power.
Uh-huh.
How may I be of assistance?
So where are
What
they?
is it
You're
this time?
at the back.
What is it this time?
Okay, you're both at the back. That works for me. We'll get another skull trap there and hopefully catch them at the edge of the radius.
Flaming!
Seriously, Imowen?
Our quest is vain.
You rang?
I'm not impressed with the rate at which Imowen is attracting poison. Just saying. So Zan. I got nothing. I got nothing. You go, Zan. You do you, mate.
It is hardly worth the effort trying.
I think I just cost myself a charge of a spell then. Whoops.
What is it this time?
We delude ourselves. What is the point?
Do a quick save before I go into the rest of this cavern of nope. Oh, just a little baby nope. It's a nopeling!
Frosty! Death!
Yeah, Imowen's not been one for using her. I think the phrase is that she's been failing her perception checks this particular
There's something
stream.
most unnatural here, and I want no part of it.
Yeah, that's a big flying load of nope.
We're
Hey
all
Zan, you
doomed.
oh, then let me guess, everyone's now too far away. Draconia, give that to Dawn because he can carry things. You're a wand of fear. I don't know why I wasted a scroll, but I did. Sumi. And Gembag. Well, we've got 2 wyvern heads that will now fetch 2 grand apiece, and we will take them individually to the Temple at Baragost.
If you want.
Good on you if you save the day.
If you want.
Quick save. And we might as well... Oh, of course we can't rest.
This will not be a quick death.
Sigh. Oh, Viconia leveled, that's right. Level up. A third level priest spell, 8 hit points. That seems a little lackluster, but we'll take it. 1 solitary third level. What's her in wisdom? Ah, oh, okay. Well, suddenly I may just be researching Brownwood and we may just have to deal with her Nordic whinging. Let's see, level 3. What have we got? Invisibility, Purge, Summon Undead. Cure Medium seems to be something that appeals to me right now. We don't have anything. There's just guards in the mines. With an undead mofo at the bottom. Holy Smite. Any evil creatures, 1d4 per level. So that's what, 5d4, 6d4? 6d4. It's not bad. But we'll take Cure Medium for now because we seem to be attracting wounds.
If you want.
Yep. Icewind Dale has spoiled me. Especially, not this week's episode, but next week's, has very much spoiled me. I planned on recording, but then the level of spoilage was such that I had to pause and actually contemplate what I'm going to do with this spoilage.
Uh-huh.
How may I be of assistance?
That we got to sleep. We could have just slept these guys. You know what? The survivors can take a nap.
Onward, if you want.
Yeah, bunch of crap, don't care. Okay, well, we've only got the mine left. We need carrying capacity though for this, so we're going to head down to Baragost. If I weren't so badly injured, I would have a crack at them. But we're badly injured, and
I feel so
they're full wyverns. We're badly injured. And yeah.
Point.
And no one's close to that. Yeah, the other point I was going to make is we're not close enough to a level up to really incentivize having at it.
I grow torpid and require slumber.
So we'll get our dots down to the smithy, we'll sell up.
Our quest is vain.
We got that. Other side of the Cloakwood should hopefully have a heroic reputation so that we can finally get back to being properly evil here.
If you want.
So we'll do this and then we'll head over to the temple and we'll cash in our wyvern heads, but then we'll call it a stream. The next stream will have the entire mine. Oh,
What is the point
now we can't
if
get
you
it full.
want?
Typical. I am loving Icewind Dale. I love both of the... I love Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale for very different reasons. And I'm enjoying Icewind Dale, I think, more than Baldur's Gate. But this one has the nostalgia factor for me.
You want some whiskey?
As well as there are a lot of features in this one that that Icewind Dale doesn't have, such as the ability to change between a two-handed weapon and a sword and shield without actually having to unequip things. I wouldn't mind. I believe those changes are now actually implemented in Icewind Dale. I just don't know if I can run the patch yet. So I'm probably...
Whatever.
In terms of the base game, I'm fairly close to the end game. But I have, as of this week, I've just branched off to the Heart of Winter expansion. So, leveling. And it is throwing levels at me too. I've leveled my entire party 1.5 times. What have you got for sale? My party's level 12 at the moment, or thereabouts. And yeah, everyone has leveled at least once, in some cases twice, in the space of an episode. Sell that, because that's taking up a lot of space. Not space, sorry, but weight. And those wyvern heads, because they're also relatively 30 pounds. Relatively heavy. Yeah, that's what I'm playing through, is the Enhanced Edition. But for some reason, the patch that implements a lot of the changes, such as the comparison between items, like that, that's still in beta. As well as I said, the we can change between sword and shield, as you've got here, where you've got a bow or a sword and shield or a two-hander. In the base game and in the Enhanced Edition, you can't do that. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition implements that, and I think they're still porting it across to Icewind Dale. I don't know what the word is.
Don't touch me. I'm super
Oh,
important.
damn it. Don't tell me they took both.
Night Singer, give me power.
Nope, good.
May darkness
Life,
prevail.
if you
touch me.
want.
Oh,
Super important.
he's not after the second one. Wonder what we do with the second one, then.
What is the point?
Well, I think it's working now. I just don't know if it's backwards compatible. And I haven't found an answer to that question online yet, whether it will affect an existing game. If I can swap seamlessly over and have that for the rest of the LP, then I'll be all over that.
You have been waiting.
Nah!
Possibly Frosty.
My money is on it being at the exact same spot, too.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
Fuck you, game.
Party before venturing forth.
But that was Rove. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we can go. We've left the protagonist behind. Yeah, that's what it's gonna come down to.
We're all doomed if you want.
Waylaid, yep. Go
If you
north.
want.
How may I
Rove.
It shall be as you will.
Life is
Fuckwit.
so hollow.
You have been waylaid
If
by
you
enemies.
want.
You must defend yourself.
And I actually missed this in Icewind Dale. You don't get waylaid. The game's far more linear. Okay. We'll sleep, we'll rest. Of course, we're gonna take these experience points.
You're a queer fellow.
Our quest is vain.
For sure!
Oh, thanks.
My wounds are too
Of
great.
course.
I am a
Bloody
dead
hell.
man.
Uh-huh.
We're all
Zan, you're hopeless.
Eat flaming.
We'll Larlox him.
life is so hollow.
Oh, there was another one in there.
Our quest is vain.
Quick save. Rest. No, we're not doing the 3 hours of stabbing guards in the head. Much as I'm sure we'd all love that. No, we're not grinding out guards right now. And save, what are we up to? Number 8, by the look of it. So I'll just turn on the lamp behind me so I can type. So we'll call it there. Thanks for tuning in, everyone who tuned in. Hi to everyone tuning in on the VOD or on YouTube. And until I stream whatever I stream or play next, cheers.